Good morning. I'm Gene. Welcome to Hanging with Uncle. And let's get started. Today, I have, to me, it's controversial because of the way this situation is being treated here in this country. So, we hear people on the left saying, oh my God, Democrats lie. They want to do this, they want to do that. And you hear the people on the left saying, oh my God, Republicans lie. They want to do this, they want to do that. And how do you decipher from the truth? People a lot of times don't want to look at what the truth is because it skews with their reality of what the truth is. So they would rather keep their head in the sand than learn what the right thing is. For example, the 2020 election, okay? It was lost. Joe Biden won, but Republicans, MAGA Republicans, still want to cling to the lie that the election was stolen because they can't handle the truth. So they keep their head in the sand muttering, the election was stolen, when nothing is further from the truth. But here we are now, 5 years later, and people are still talking about the 2020 election. They cannot let it go because they believe the lie so much that the election was stolen, it eats at their core. So I did a Google search. I just wanted to see if there is any distinction on which side of the aisle is responsible for telling more lies. Now, again, this is just my research. I'm not putting this out as fact. But this is interesting to me. So I Googled, why do Republicans lie more than Democrats? And I got a list of things that popped up from a lot of different outlets. But I did the same thing. Why do Democrats lie more than Republicans? And here's the interesting part. The same page pulled up with all the times that Republicans lie more than Democrats. Again, now you can do it yourself and see, or you can keep your head in the sand and just go blah, 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 I can't hear you, which is a lot of times what Republicans do because they want to play the both sides game, all right? So let's look at some of the lies that are coming out of Republicans' mouths now that are totally, totally false, and they're only doing it to get your vote so they can stay in power. So let's start with the government shutdown. Number one, Republicans are always blaming Democrats for the shutdown. Well, the last time I checked, Republicans had control of the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. They control everything. How is it the Democrats shutting it down? Do your job. The government is shut down because Republicans can't govern. It's not because of the Democrats. That's a lie. Another lie is, well, Democrats want to make sure illegal aliens keep getting free services. I'm paraphrasing. But again, that's also a lie. Democrats do not want to see any undocumented person getting anything they're not entitled to. No one that has not paid into our system should receive from our system. That's my opinion. So if you're here and you're undocumented, but you go to work every day and you're paying taxes, you don't have a Social Security number. So no, you're not entitled or eligible for benefits. Now, if you come here seeking refugee or asylum status, yes, they get benefits because they're here seeking a new life and trying to better themselves. And because they are here seeking refugee and asylum status, they are here legally. So that's another lie that Republicans tell about Democrats wanting to give away free things. Another big lie is open borders. Democrats don't want open borders, but that's all you hear Republicans talking about. Okay, President Obama was called the deporter-in-chief because he got rid of so many people here not legally. but you accuse him of wanting open borders. See, the facts just don't jive up. Now, again, if you're what we call a homer, you only care about the best interest of your team and not America, then yeah, you'll believe that. Oh my God, President Obama, we want open borders. No, it's a lie. But if you're a homer, you're not going to listen to this, and you're still going to believe the lie that he wants open borders. All I'm saying is do your work, do your research. I don't have all the facts, but I do my best to research what I'm going to talk about before I just jump on here and say stuff that is totally untrue. All right? Those are just my thoughts. That's how I came to this understanding of why Republicans lie more than Democrats. Hate me if you want, but I am just going by what I found on my search and what the facts say. Please, if you like this comment, hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell so you don't miss when content comes out. And always be kind to one another. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. We'll see you next time.